How did you get into hurdling?
So I started hurdling my sophomore year in high school. At first, more so sophomore year in high school. At first, I was into the 200, the 400 my freshman year, but I wasn't too fast. And also in sophomore year, they had a few guys who were hurdlers. Who were 400 and 200 runners who were faster. So no one was really running the hurdles. So that's how I kind of started into it. I was able to escape, and I guess we needed points in the hurdle, so that's where my high school coach kind of began to put me, just because we had people filling up spaces already in the 1, 200, and the 400.
Did you find that you started and you were good at it, or how long did it take?
Oh no, I started. I wasn't horrible, but I was definitely not the best. Like I'm still working on many things, but I've come a long way since when I first started. When I first started, it was literally run, stop, jump, land, run, stop, jump, land, like I would. But now it's becoming a little more fluid. But still, no. When I first started, no. But as the years went on, like my junior year in high school, I ended up winning state, and senior year in high school, I won state in the 300-meter hurdles as well. So it was a process. It's gotten better, but nowhere near was I great at it when I first started.
It's a killer event. You sprint, and then you've got the hurdles in between.
It's there's a lot to think about when running the 400-meter hurdles, because you just can't. Although it's a sprint, it's also a lot to do with your mental capacity, and also there's a big technical aspect of it, because you have to have a certain rhythm while going. You have to attack the hurdles a certain way, come off the hurdles a certain way. So there's a lot to think about within the race, away from just the pain of a 400-meter.
How did you make the switch to Nigeria?
How to make the switch to Nigeria?
Yes.
Well, my mom was born in Nigeria, and actually in 2009 I competed for Nigeria at the World Championships. So my first name is Amaechi, so it's not hard. My last name is Morton, so if you just see my last name, you might not say, oh, I'm Nigerian, but from my first name, it's not hard. And so I kind of reached out, and Coach Patience at the time kind of reached out to me, and was basically one of the main recruiters of getting me interested in being able to represent Nigeria. So that was, and once we began to get in contact, it was quite easy. All I had to do was apply for the passport and such things like that, and just ask my mom for some of her paperwork. It was pretty easy.
Looking forward to the Olympics?
Definitely. This is my. I'm not too nervous yet, but I know that it's going to hit. But this is my first time at the Olympics. This is one of the big. Well, this is not one of. This is the biggest competition ever that I'm experiencing ever yet to date in my career. So I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot I need to work on, a lot I need to fix coming into the race. But just going off of how I've been running and my potential and how things have been going, I'm looking forward to seeing what is going to come out of it.
You talk about having stuff that you still want to fix, and to most people they say, gosh, there are only 2 weeks to go.
Mm-hmm.
But then athletes say you can do a lot in 2 weeks.
I agree. As nothing's ever going to be 100% perfect. But for instance, say if I'm at 50% now, and if I can fine tune some things up by the time the games, I can get to 75% and compete better than what I was at now. But there's nothing's going to be perfect, but these 2 weeks is the time to fine tune things, to rehearse, to continue, put a lot of repetition in rehearsing, especially with the hurdle, because you have to have a certain rhythm. So that's what we're going to focus on these next few weeks before the games start, before August 3rd.
What's the current vibe with Team Nigeria?
For now, it's pretty. Everyone's pretty chill. Everyone's pretty relaxed. We're in camp right now, so the main focus here is just training. There's not much to do out here in Guilford, so everyone's vibe is pretty cool. Everyone's respectful amongst one another, so that's an important thing as well.
Are there any rivals that you're looking out for in London?
I'm not going to sleep on anybody. I want to say everybody, from whether they're from China, Japan to Brazil, it doesn't matter. Everyone's going to be a rival. Everyone's going to be competition, because everyone's going to be out there fighting for those spots to get themselves into the final. So any and everybody is a rival when I get out there. There's not no one. We can all be cordial we can all be friends, but once the gun goes off, everyone's going to be running. So I'm not sleeping on anybody. I'm not saying this is a particular rival and this person's not. I'm going to be thinking everyone, just try and beat everyone. That's the main goal.
Away from athletics, what's life like? What do you do when you're hanging out?
I'm pretty laid back, pretty chill. I like to just hang out with some friends sometimes, with my family, with my sisters and brothers. Go to the movies, read books. I love reality TV, like anything on reality TV I watch. I mean, people always say, "Oh, that's garbage," but it makes me feel good inside, so I don't care. And also True Blood. I'm a big fan of True Blood, but anything pretty chill. I like traveling. I'm a pretty laid back type of guy though, nothing too crazy.
First visit to London?
Yes, first visit. It's nice. It's a nice place. Guildford is very clean. It's very green. The roads are a little different, and how is a little different, but it's nice. And the weather's a little different too. It's a little chilly, a little cloudy outside, but I mean, hey, everyone's gonna have to experience. So it's easy to acclimate to. It's not too difficult, but I like it so far.
Marvelous. Thank you very much.